taking a selfie? It's supposed to take pictures.
I'm on the line.
Jane.
You're blocking the photo, Jane.
Everybody may be seated, if you'd like. Wow, looks so good. I want to welcome you and also introduce myself. I'm James Pampiano. I happen to be the brother of this beautiful lady to my right, and the future brother-in-law, this very handsome gentleman to my left. So thank you to all of you for sharing in this beautiful moment, memory. They're going to remember for the rest of their lives, and it's so touching. So thank you very much. I'm still trying to figure out what the cop-cot means. Does anybody know?
It's an old Gaelic thing. It says the little cottage.
Then hopefully it'll bring much luck. We are gathered here today to witness and to celebrate the coming together of two separate lives. Come to share in the joining of Michael and Andrea in marriage, and to be with them in their happiness in making this most important commitment, the very essence of which is the giving of each other as a lover, as a companion, and as a friend. It is certainly a decision which is not entered into lightly, but rather with certainty, mutual respect, and a sense of reverence. Michael and Andrea, your love for each other is one of the most cherished experiences that a couple can have. At best, it reduces selfishness, deepens character, and makes life much more meaningful and fulfilling. Marriage, by its very nature, requires of those who enter into it a complete and unreserved giving of oneself. It will bind the two of you together in a relationship so close and so intimate that it will make the bond that you have created here today your most precious asset the remainder of your lives. No one can foretell the future, but one thing we are all certain of is that the love which each of you hold for the other today will deepen and grow over the years as you go through life at each other's side. Certainly, your experiences together will sustain you and give you the strength and the courage to meet whatever challenges lie ahead in this world. Now, while matrimony symbolizes the intimate sharing of two lives, this sharing must not diminish the individuality of each partner. A marriage that lasts is one which is continually developing and in which each person is growing in their understanding and acceptance of the other. The two of you are no longer I and me, but rather you are we and us. The day-to-day companionship, the pleasure of doing things together and doing things separately, yet delighting to exchange those experiences, is a continuous and vital part of what a man and a woman who love each other can ultimately share.
Yes. Yeah,
The joining of two separate lives into one loving relationship is what you are undertaking from this day forward.
Trying to videotape it.
Truly then, the vows which you are about to speak and which will bind you together are therefore most significant because these words involve such solemn obligations. It is therefore fitting that the two of you entrust the security of your future to the great love and devotion that you have for each other at this time. Henceforth, you belong entirely to each other, and you will be one in heart. Whatever sacrifices you may hereafter be required to make to preserve this life in common, we know that you will make them willingly, together, and out of the great love that you hold for each other. So at this point, Michael, I'm going to ask you to hold Andrea's hands, if you would. I'm going to ask you, do you, Michael, look at her, not me, you're marrying her. You're not marrying me. I'll stop.
Aww.
Do you, Michael, take Andrea to be your wife, to love and to cherish, to honor and to comfort, in sorrow or in joy, to have and to hold from this day forward? And do you, Andrea, take Michael to be your husband, to love and to cherish, to honor and to comfort, in sorrow or in joy, to have and to hold from this day forward? Everybody, we have rings. Forward. Michael and Andrea have brought rings as evidence of the vows they've just taken. These rings mark the beginning of a life journey together, filled with wonder, surprises, laughter, tears, celebration, and joy. May these rings be a sign to both of you of the continuing love that you have pledged to one another here today. So Michael, I'm going to ask you to repeat after me.
God.
With this ring, I thee wed. It is my hope that the years to come will bring you the gracious gift of love and of ever deepening devotion. I trust that our lives will be enriched by our affection and mutual respect for each other, which will bring us both peace and contentment. You may put the ring on Andrea's finger. You may put the ring on Andrea's smaller finger. Andrea, will you repeat after me? Michael,
Doesn't fit.
with this ring,
Is that too
I
small?
thee wed.
Oh, it's okay.
It is my hope that the years to come will bring you the gracious gift of love and of ever deepening devotion. I trust that our lives will be enriched by our affection and mutual respect for each other, which will bring us both peace and contentment. Andrew, you may put the ring on.
They're shaking.
You may put the hands. Ladies and gentlemen, inasmuch as Michael and Andrea have consented together in this bond of matrimony and have pledged themselves each to the other in the presence of all of you as loving witnesses, by the powers vested in me under the laws of the state of New York, I now pronounce them husband and wife. May kiss the bride.
I want to reiterate, that was awesome. I loved everything.
My favorite brother-in-law until today. That changed.
Wow! Wow! Wow, Mike.
For it.
Here.
Wait, do it again.
Jane would like to say a couple words, and then, of course, you know, whoever has to have the last word.
So 22 years ago, I met Andrea in New York City. I told her, if you come to New York City, I was flying in from Rochester, she was flying in from Florida, I will show you a town like you've never seen it. Now, for the rest of you, she had no idea. I had no idea what I was doing. I really didn't know the city, I didn't know the streets, I didn't know the people. We went to a restaurant and I said to the bartender, are there any good jazz places around here? And he said, yeah, Blues Alley around the corner. And we went and I said, well, don't worry, I've got it all covered. I had no idea what I was doing. We walked in, we met Bobby McFerrin. We had a great night, we had great pictures. Little did I know that 22 years later, the second time ever that we would be back in New York City, she would be marrying her love, her heart's desire.
Love of her life.
I'm so glad to be here the second time, more than the first. Alright, now the judge. And my stepmama.
Oh,
and the judge.
my mommy.
Mama wants to say a couple words.
I just want to say thank you to one of the strongest women I know. Absolutely. My little baby daughter, Andrea. And to Mike, who's brought joy and balance into my life. You both deserve the best in your family.
Andreas is not happy. Shut up. Well, you can't be pretty and stuff. She's been single for 16 years. What do you expect?
All right, the two of you can sit down now.
Drop.
All right.
Hold on. Let's be serious, okay?
You know, Karen says you'd
The
say
only
that
way
when
I'm
you
going to
come
get
home.
through, the only way I'm going to get through following these two women is by remembering that it's always about me. I try to reflect on that as much as I can. Let me say a couple of things. Number one, you and I have a lot of things in common, but the number one thing we have in common is we both love this guy. But it's important to point out that we love him in a different kind of way. It's extremely Mike and Andrea, we should. We need to choose one other person in the room. And that is love. Love between the two of them. Love with these two families. Love within our own families. Never forget that. Because every family has bumps in the road, every day is difficult, one side or another. But you know what? It's that love that gets us through the day, gets us through our life. And Mike and Andrea, I know that's the bond that will keep you guys together. I love you.
No. Got the music's fine. Wow. Really? Look at this guy.
I have a sneak picture with this guy.
He's like, what are you doing? What?
I have a picture with this guy.
Oh, you did?
I saw him on the Union Square once. He was
my-
with different haircut than
Love the park.
oh, there's Apple.
Is that the Apple store?